and we're gonna see how this go. All right. So we want to talk about the money today. Okay. So if you're new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to my channel. Welcome Instagram, welcome Facebook, and welcome YouTube. Okay. And y'all can follow me on Twitter so that I can go live on Twitter as well. So don't forget about that. I am Lakina. Okay. So today I wanted to talk about funding options that most entrepreneurs and business owners have no clue that they have. Okay. So make sure that you guys have your pens and paper together because we're gonna go over it's over 15 options, guys. And a lot of people don't even understand how to tap into it, let alone that it exists for them. Okay. So when we think about business, we're not thinking about small business. I just want you guys to rearrange your mind and get that completely out that you're not a small business. Just say that you have a business, okay? Because that is how most lenders and companies look at your operation as a business. They don't care the size at all. If they have the money to invest, they're willing to do that as long as you have your business structured the proper way. All right. But today we're not talking about too much of structure. We're going to talk about the monies. Okay. And these monies are your different options. I came with my list today so I wouldn't miss out on anything juicy. Okay. So everyone knows about SBA loans, right? SBA loans are government loans that you have to pay back. However, some of them are a little bit better than others, and it comes at a different amount of ranges. Okay. So it can start as low as a couple thousand to millions. Okay. But it depends on the profession or the type of business that you have before they will allow you to get it. Now, what I do like about the SBA loans is that the interest rates are just incredible. Okay, no matter what interest rates that are going out in the industry, SBA loans are typically very small. So we're looking at like 2 and 3% interest. Okay. So make sure you guys that's hopping on, share this live with a friend or family member so that they can understand where to get the monies from. Okay. All right. So you have the SBA loans we just talked about. They have really good repayment terms. It's almost like when you think about an SBA loan, it's like purchasing a house. Okay. You know, you have your 15-year, your 30-year, and things like that. They have terms like that at a very low interest rate, which is really, really good. So if you want to get into something and utilize it with the low payment, repayment history back, then that is a great option. Um, we already know the next one is traditional bank loans. So, you know, that's just going to your average bank or the bank that you bank with your regular funds. And you just ask them to invest in your property. I mean, not your property, but into your business. Now, some of these require you to have a business plan. However, most traditional banks do not. Okay. They usually look at your personal credit and they use that to leverage what they're going to offer you. Okay. And also your relationship, your banking relationship. So even if you don't have a strong credit history, let's talk about if you have a bank account and you make a series of deposits, and let's say that mostly if you've already deposited about $10,000 into the account and they see that it's a normal cash flow, then they are more likely to give you some money. Okay. But like I said before on my previous video, you guys need to know what you're going to do with the monies before you go asking for it because you don't want to get bit in the butt having to pay it back and you don't have no way of getting the monies back. Okay. Okay. Now, with that being said, when you build a relationship, Now I'm gonna give you guys a tip before we move on to the relationship. But the quick way to getting funding from your bank is you need to say, for instance, if you have a job and you consistently get paid from that job, take that money and put it into that business account. Okay, put a little bit to pay bills and then hold the other. Okay, even if you want to pay bills out of the account, of course, you want to make sure that you're paying business bills. But if it's some bills, your personal bills, transfer it back to your personal account. And those are called owner's draws. Okay. That's a little bit in the tax world. So these are the things that you got to do to play the credit game. All right. Now, this is specifically traditional banking. If you're going to do traditional bank loans, all right. Um, the next thing is microloans. Okay, these are small loans, and they usually go. The microloans they are good for community. They're like community lenders by nonprofit organizations. Okay, and then you get them as needed, and you repay them over time. They're pretty good. So if you have a nonprofit or if you have a business and you have relationships with nonprofits, then you might want to ask them if they do microloans. Okay, so that's like little small loans. Okay, now the next one is BLOCs, and that's business lines of credit. Same thing that I was just saying before. You guys need to build relationships with some of these banks. Go open a banking account, a savings account, and start putting some money in it. Ask them, hey, what type of relationship, what type of accounts do you guys have? Okay. What type of accounts that you guys offer for businesses? What is it that you can offer me? And then I would say, because bankers sometimes inside when you go inside the branch, they don't understand credit. They just understand commission. So they like, oh, let's sign you up for this, then the third. And you say, no, I move responsibly with my credit. So tell me more about it and let me prepare to, you know, um, sign up for it. Okay. So ask them their criteria. You need to know if they was to pull your personal credit, which credit bureau. Okay. You don't want them just running your personal credit all willy nilly. You running up inquiries. Inquiries will hurt your personal credit. We don't want that to happen. Okay. Secondly, you want to know if they report to your business credit. And if they do, ask them what business credit profile would they report to. There's several. There's not just one. I know you guys are familiar with Duns and Bradstreet, but then we also have business financing and loan. Okay. And that's for your loans to report. That's what SBA look at. They'll look at Duns and Bradstreet. Okay. So, and then you have Experian and Equifax. And then there's a ton of others as well, but they're just not as popular as those. Okay. So you need to know who they're reporting to. Okay. You need to know that. And then you also need to know what the interest rate, the payment terms, and things like that. You need to know everything that you can about the loan. And let me pull up. I have a chart. I'm gonna drop it as a post to break down exactly what everybody needs for the business loans. Let me see. Do I have it? I think this is it. Yep. Okay. So you want to know a lot about the bank before you start getting products. Okay. You need to know about their fees. You need to know about their data points, everything. Okay. And if this language is a little bit off for you, don't worry. You guys need to tap into my bank over. Oh, bank open the break open the bank. I got it out, y'all. Business credit challenge. It's 3 days. It was supposed to start today, but I rearranged it and have it starting next week on the 20th through the 22nd. Okay, so that gave you guys time to sign up. See, it's just $97. Okay. There's no holding back or gatekeeping. You're going to need to know everything that I'm putting on the floor for you. Okay. so that y'all can get some money. Y'all want some money? Drop some fire or some hearts, something, a money bag if y'all want the money on the floor. Drop it now. Drop it now. Put some in the chat for me, YouTube. Okay. Now, let's go back to the list of funding options that you guys do not know about. Okay. All right. Now, that was the BLOCs that we were just talking about. Now, BLOCs also, that's a revolving line of credit. So it's like a credit card that you don't have in your hand. Okay. You can pull cash out, things like that. Okay. So it lets you have access to funds and you can repay them over time too. And usually with BLOCs, they give you a large lump sum of cash or credit. Okay. The next one, a lot of people don't know. I know for a fact they like, what? I didn't even know that you could do that. And that's called equipment financing. Okay. And it's loans specifically designed to help businesses purchase and lease equipment. So depending on what type of business you in, like if you have an office setting or if you're in a trucking company, or say you are in the beauty industry and you want to have your own manufacturing of your products and things like that, then you need the machinery, right? Okay. They will give you a loan just to go and get your equipment, right? Ain't that pretty cool? It's pretty dope. Okay. So, with that, you're going to need to have a plan of the type of things that you need to purchase for your business. Okay. Now, if y'all want the money, they're not just going to give it to you just because you're cute and your idea just seems so great. They want to see that you actually have a plan for the monies. Okay. All right. Now, I'm not going to go through this whole list right now, but I just wanted to talk about a few of them because this is more than 15, guys. All right. Now you got, we just talked about equipment financing. All right. Now let's see. You guys already know about grants. You have to apply for those, guys. The grants is non-repayable funds offered by governments, foundations, or organizations for specific business purposes or industries. So everybody won't qualify for all the grants. You have to go through the grants to see which one that you can qualify for. All right. So you want to make sure that you have your business plan because some of these grants require you to have your business plan intact. So if you don't have a plan, go make one. Have ChatGPT help you figure it out. Or you can tap into levelupwithkina.com and get your seat for the Break Open the Bank Challenge. And I'm going to show you. But for most of these funding options, they're going to want to see a plan in order for you to get money. I cannot stress this enough. Okay? All right. Now, we already know that the grants are non-repayable, so you don't have to pay anybody. Hey, I am. Thank you. Thanks for joining. So the next one we want to talk about is, you got those invoice financing, so accounts receivable. So you already started your business and you have bills. Well, you can always take your bills in, okay, and get advances on outstanding invoices. So based on your invoice amount, they will give you monies to cover them. Okay. So that's exactly what it is. It's advances on outstanding invoices, providing immediate working capital, okay, with unpaid invoices. All right. That is invoice. So a lot of people didn't know about that. So if you have a business and you got bills coming in, take it to your bank, take it to a funding company, and let them see that, okay, I'm working. It's showing that you are in full production and you're getting clients. You have invoices, you're getting clients, and you just need more capital to keep going. They will tap in with you, okay? And then they always have different repayment cycles, so you can always negotiate that. Just make sure that you open your mouth. Don't just take what they're offering. Talk to them, negotiate what you need and how you need to pay it back. Okay. Normally they will work with you. Okay. You guys are getting good gems. I need you to drop some gems for me, some fire in the chat. Let me know what's up. If you guys have questions, go ahead, question box or the chat on YouTube. So I'm omnipresent, guys. So if you guys are looking at the screen and you're like, what is she looking at? So I have my notes behind these devices and I have YouTube on the side of me. Okay. Because every time I try to use my omnipresent software, one of them not let me log in. So I have to figure this out later on. I'm determined because I keep trying it and it just keep giving me these problems, but I'm gonna figure it out. Okay. Now, the next thing. So if you're just joining, guys, we are talking about the multiple different funding options that business owners do not have any clue that they have. And if you also are new to my page, my name is Lakina. I am a serial entrepreneur. Guys, I have a tax franchise, a credit company where we help people repair, restore, and correct their personal credit and build business credit for funding. Okay, for funding. We also I also have a, did I tell you guys I have a tax franchise? So yeah, and then I also own a spa. So I do multiple things. So I've been in this business for a very, very long time. I've seen a lot and I know a lot. And here I am sharing my expertise with you guys. And I want you guys to not think that because we are in a recession or depression and all of that, that doesn't mean that the monies is going to stop. You need to be able to tap in with the monies. Even if you have a job, okay? Even if you have a job, use that job as leverage. That's what I did, okay? I used to work in manufacturing for over 10 years, all right? Well, I can't say over 10 years. It was 10 years, okay? And then I have other things on my resume as well, like nursing, things like that. And it's just not for me. I'm great at everything that I do. It's just that my passion is more with serving people in a different manner. So, like I said, if you guys need to build a business, start a business, get your business funded, correct your personal credit, all of the above, I'm your girl. So don't get discouraged if your personal credit is already like struggling or it's not so great. Do not get discouraged because you still can build business credit while you're correcting your personal credit. Okay. I did this myself. Okay. I did this myself. Someone stole my identity at a very young age, and I didn't even know. I didn't even know until I got in college. And I tried to get old Sally Mae loan. And she sent me the denial letter and was like, you can get your credit report. We can get your credit report in the mail. You know, we'll send it to you, you know. So then I get it, and it was all these things that I'm like, what? I mean, SBC Global, you know, AT&T bought them out, right? And I was a teenager when that been gone since I was a teenager. Okay. Bally's Total Fitness. I ain't never been overweight a day in my life. I'm just starting to gain a little weight. Okay. Yes, I do credit repair. So that company, I have a page for every company I have. So Vibrate Higher Credit is the credit company that I own. Okay. So you guys can tap into it. But if you guys are here to build business credit and get business funding for your business, okay, then I have a 3-day challenge that is coming up next week on July 20th through the 22nd. Okay, you're gonna spend 3 days with me, and I'm gonna show you how to get funding from start to finish. Okay, I have already the vendors. If your personal credit is jacked up, where to start? I have those. If you want to leverage your personal credit, say that your personal credit is good. Okay, and then I'm saying good, like maybe your personal credit is starting at as long as you have a 690 or better, you can get a lot of funding. Okay, and 690 is not even that perfect, right? Everybody is striving for the 850, but you don't even really need that. Okay. And I'm gonna tell you one thing: you want to get the credit now. You want to stack and get all the credit and financing you can right now, and then use it when you do need it. Because when you really do need it, they're gonna deny you. They're not gonna give it to you. That's just the way it goes. I know you guys been into the different situations where you really needed a car, you really needed a loan, and you applied and got denied. And you sitting up wishing on a star, praying to the Father and all of that. And it's just not enough. So credit is a strategy, guys. You got to go in with the plan. Everything it has to be planned. They don't tell you that. They don't tell you that. So if you can prepare and have your credit report set up the way that you want to, just like you have a resume, all right? You put on there what you want to, okay? And that is how you win, okay? So I'm going to teach you all of that, and I'm going to teach you what to put on a business plan. I'm going to give you a whole outline of what to put on there, what the banks are looking at, what the lenders are looking at, okay? Now, some people are in industries where they feel like it's high risk. I will tell you what accounts or what businesses are considered high risk and how to maneuver around it so that you can still get funded. Okay. So nobody will be left behind. Not a person, not a soul. Everybody will be able to get some type of, okay, everybody will be able to get some type of funding from somewhere. Okay. There's so many different ways to get it, okay? You have so many different ways. You have um angel investors. Let's talk about that real quick. These are individuals or groups of investors who provide capital to startups or small businesses in exchange for equity. So you guys are familiar with Shark Tank, right? That whole concept, those people really exist. They're not just on Shark Tank, okay? They really exist. They have a ton of money and they don't know what to do with it, and they just looking for businesses to get an equity share. Okay, so those are the things to do. If you guys want to connect with me, you can either join the challenge, okay, or you can click the link in my bio and we can do a one-on-one. You can book a session with me, okay. Um, let's see. So those are a few different things. Now, a lot of people love to hear about the government contracting and things like that. But if your business do not, like if you have a business and you don't really have a lot of help, it's just you in a business, you're not ready for contracting. Because contracting is you got to have people to help you, because that's how large your contract will be. People get in government contracting usually like 10x their business, but you got to have people to come to the table with you to help you. So, say for instance, you can have a cleaning company and you're just cleaning yourself, and then you want to do a contract, and they give you $1 million contract to do these office buildings, and every day you got to be there. What are you going to do? You got to have you gotta have people already on standby who's already been approved by the government to work with them. Okay. And then let me tell you another thing. In my break open the bank challenge, I'm gonna show you how. I know you guys heard of a DUNS number and a SAMS number. You need those to do government contracting. Okay. Anything with the government, you're gonna need those too. Okay. It's very important to have your business profile set up. Okay. So that's why I told you, get out of your head saying that oh, I just have a small business, oh, my little business and stuff like that. No, because once you have a business, you're also at the competing level with corporations like Target, Walmart, Macy's, the banks. Like they don't see anything different. Now, because they don't see you differently, you have to make sure that you show up in the world on the same level, playing field. Okay. And that's not just talking about financially. That's just, okay, how can people book you? How can people hire your job or hire you for the job? Is there any reviews? What it looks, can we search you? Are you on 411? Things like that. Do you have a regular business number or are we calling your cell phone? Okay. Not saying that you can't make money without those things. However, if you want to be respected on a certain level, you better have that in proper position. Okay. So I'm not going to go over all of them today. I'll probably come back live because I have other appointments today, but I wanted to come in because it's been a couple days. I've been really, really busy with a lot of other things that I'm doing. But you guys are in for a very huge treat if you drop into that level up with, if you drop into my Break Open the Bank class, okay? It's 3 days. We're going to talk about all the funding. I have different levels of wherever your credit is, even if you want to use it or if you don't, what trade lines can you get right now? How much do you need to spend with these companies for them to start reporting? How quickly do you need to pay them so that they can report properly? Because you don't want them to report that you a day late or you pay too early and then they don't report at all. We want to make sure that they report so that you can generate you a payback score for Duns and Bradstreet. Okay, we're going to talk about business plans, and your business plan don't even have to be like super long or super analytic. There are key parts of the business plan that needs to be filled out. You can always go and detail it throughout your way of working. I detail and alter my business plans for my businesses all the time. Okay. I always go back and look at what do I need to change for my business. Okay. Because things happen, things change. You might try a different marketing campaign and it don't really work that well, and you try it a different way and it works really well. So what you gonna do? You're gonna change what you thought was gonna work to something that does work for you because you want to bring in the revenue, right? That's the whole point, right? So we're gonna talk about that. We're also gonna talk about I'm gonna show you how to get the Duns number, the Sam's number. We're gonna talk about different. I know a lot of people probably thinking, oh, it costs too much to have a business address and things like that. I'm gonna show you how to get that cheap, your phone cheap, how to post yourself without paying, how to show up online everywhere, where the loans and the banks and everyone is respecting you like a real company. All right. You're going to learn all of those things. Okay. None of it is really sexy. The money looks sexy until you get it and you don't know how to handle it. So I'm gonna also teach you how to get the money and how to flip the money in your particular business. Okay. So there are several different chairs that you can get, seats in there. Like I said, the seats start at $97, guys. Just $97. Get in the room. Oh, you're gonna also get a list of funding options. So, and like the trade lines. And there, I don't know if I said this already, but you guys are going to get tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3. Tier 3 being the highest, where you get in the loans and the cars and the lines of credits and the American Express and things like that. And I'm going to teach you, you know how everybody is telling you a quick run to play type deal? Well, guess what? I'm going to teach you how to run a play without fumbling, because a lot of these people that messed it up for some of us to go out there and get funding from them. So you make one wrong move, they will shut your credit account down. And whatever you spent, you still got to pay it. Okay. You don't want that to happen. You want your account to stay open, because when they shut your stuff down, sometimes it will affect your personal credit. We ain't got time for that. We want to protect our credit at all costs. So we got to be smart with how we use the funding. Okay. All right. Do anybody have any questions before I tap out of here? Because it's almost 3. So I want to prepare for my next meeting. Okay. No, so 3 days is not a lot. It was 5 days, and I can talk about this stuff all day. I can give y'all tips, tricks, and gems and plays all day. But I really want you guys to get in and actually do the work as we're working. I don't want you guys to just sit and just listen. I want you guys to get in and do the do it. Hold on, he's asking for the link. So it's on the link is in the bio, but I'm gonna put it in the chat real quick. It's levelupwithkina.com. Okay. And hold on, I'm typing it in and I'm gonna pin it. Break open the bank. Okay. So I'm gonna pin it. If it's gonna let me there though. Okay, so I'm pinning it there. Okay, and then Facebook. Okay, there we go. Okay. And then down here on YouTube. Hold on. Okay. So yeah, so you guys tap in with me and I'm gonna teach you the game. What Tariq said, teach me the game, Ghost. I'm gonna teach you the game. And then I have people that's in real estate that's like, well, I need some money for real estate. I'm gonna teach you how to get some money for real estate. So many different ways that you can do it. You don't have to just always go to the bank. Guys, there are investors that will go in with you. Okay. And they will say, okay, find a deal, find a property, and we'll invest with you and you can flip it. Okay. And if they really like you, they'll start renting properties with you. Okay. And you can take that money and do what you please. So it's all about what you know and how you apply it. Don't just come in and just think that you just gonna learn a whole bunch of stuff and not apply it, because I will be back on you. I will email y'all like, hey, I will call y'all like, hey, what's going on? What steps are you at? What are you stuck on? I have a coaching program also, but I will talk about that more inside of the program, inside of the challenge. So you guys have an option to be with me along the way of you, along with you. I pinned the I pinned the I pinned the link for you. I don't know if you could see it. That's the challenge. Okay. So that is all for me, guys. I love you, and I will see you guys on another day. All right. Maybe later on today. I'm going to try to come back a little later if I get out of my meetings soon enough, early enough. Okay. So, with that being said, make sure that you like, subscribe, follow me, comment any questions or anything that you like to see me post about, anything that you need clarification on. I need some ideas, guys. I need to know exactly what y'all want to know. Because I know I don't know until I start having conversations with you guys. And I'm like, wait, no, that's not how it go. That's not how it works. And I cringe at some of the information that I see. But definitely I'm willing to share some information. I try to put a little bit of stuff out already. If you guys can see me on YouTube, I do a lot of tutorials on how to do things, taxes and credit. So go ahead, and business. So go ahead and you can find me over there, Level Up with Kina. And all those links are in my bio. So if you go to the link in my bio, you can look at all the stuff I do and all the stuff I got. All right. Until next time, I'll see you guys later. Bye. Okay. And there we go.